available to say things. Okay.
The Althing for Senator Merrick of Icehaven is hereby called to order. The floor recognizes Senator Merrick of Icehaven.
Cool. We have 3 things on the agenda today. Very simple. We have 1, granting 10% of the current coffers, which would be about $90, to the Monarchy to use as their discretion over the 6 months time period that we are in office. That would mean that 2 members at least have to agree to the amount of money that we're spending on whatever, and then that can be overturned at any point by any of the other members. So mostly we're going to be like, we need water. Cool. We don't have to ask for money from the coffers. We just take some of the money from that discretionary fund and throw it at water. We want to do something and have a little bit of food for whatever. Snack. Easy. Monarchy decides on it. Very simple. It's $90 out of our $900 coffers. We're taking a penny. We're taking 10%. Very easy. Second thing is creation of a business Facebook, so that our Facebook that we chat and discuss on is not the first thing that everybody sees when they come to Icehaven. On the Facebook page, they see a business, more professional side thing that has all of our information and advertisement stuff on it, and we'll connect to an Instagram and Twitter page that will allow us to mass post and be more have more advertising at it. If we do all 3, Facebook gives us $50 worth of free advertising, so we get a couple commercials.
How will you prevent people from seeing the social one first?
The business one has priority. Business always has priority over club pages.
It shows up as like tabs, basically.
Yep.
Like you have the actual group is one of the tabs, and then files, posts.
So when they search Icehaven, the first thing that will come up is the Icehaven business page, and it can be whatever we want to describe and show. Instead of we jump to it and it's a hi, and then our weird discussions that we have on our Facebook.
Can I object?
We have weird conversations that most people that like jump on and go, I want to learn about. I have no idea what's going on. It's a problem. Third, possible discussion about changing name or heraldry. This is not like we should do it now. This is if we want to start the process of it, we vote on if we want to. If we don't want to, we keep the stuff we have. This is so we can prepare for the design competition we have coming up.
I do want to point out there was also a discussion of maybe like switching park locations, but after me and Merrick talked about it a little bit, yeah, there's not really.
There's not a great other secondary location or better location for better foot traffic.
Yeah.
Hopefully the housing over here is more welcoming to us.
Yeah, the main issue that we were originally having was the frat houses over here, but with like the only thing that would be better is if there wasn't so much cement at Phoenix.
Right.
That's the only thing that I could see as maybe a vertical shift, but right now, like we talked about it a bit, and there's really no better place than Owen.
There's too many people at Phoenix generally as well.
Okay.
But I can say, as a cable installer, most of these frat houses have now been divided up into individual apartments.
Okay, that's
fine. Means we should get more individual characters and people coming through, which should get us better foot traffic because we want to grow. We're a barony and we're
less drunk people.
Yeah, less drunk people and less assholes.
We're
next to Water Street.
We're supposed to be the drunk people.
Hope.
Not here.
We can't drink here.
I'm supposed to be the drunk people.
As long as you're not drinking at the park.
The thing was discussioning about reward system for new players. So giving tabards, tunics, swords after X amount of visits. So like if they show up the first time, we give them like a belt favor or something. Pushes them to make a belt and such.
Actually, I have a better idea than a belt favor.
Mm-hmm.
Rule book.
Some
mini rule books.
Rule books.
Hey, look, you can learn your class right away.
I actually because like learning the rules can be actually I agree with Ben there because learning the rules can be really daunting, and being able to just sit down and read a rule book while you're on break at work is I actually really like that idea.
We can definitely get them like
Alternatively, a class mini guide, like where you have all the information
breakdown
for that class. That hey, I want to play assassin.
So
you have a breakdown of every ability, how it interacts, and everything.
If you guys want to do a class mini guide, if I have enough money for it, I will weave up class sessions for it.
Okay, we don't want to start diving into people's pockets, mostly because we're sitting on a ton of money.
Okay, that's fine.
We are technically supposed to spend as much of it as we can every 6 months due to our tax.
Okay, well in that case, if we want to buy the stuff with
annual or something like that.
If we wanted to buy the stuff with Kingdom money, I would weave them up then.
Park money, not Kingdom. Yes.
Or park
I
money.
was gonna say another idea would be Andy the F Darter, like printing off books.
Yeah.
Even if you just have one copy, like that
as
explains a
those.
lot of the abilities like stunned, which having a visual representation for a new player, we're like,
Mhm.
what the heck does stunned mean? I don't know.
Right.
Include that in the miniguide.
Yes. We could put together kits of, because sashes cost like $1.50 to make. You make one. You don't make them good and like fancy. You just have it so they have folded edges and they're
Oh,
done.
I get what you're saying.
And then
Just
you
like
can have a sash
like
and a
like
book.
what Finn's wearing.
Yeah.
I make this.
Yeah, basic cloth class sashes.
Yeah, and then you have a book, and then you get to come back and have preparation to what you want. Later down the line, a couple visits in, maybe a tabard. It's a square of cloth. It's not very difficult. And
Throw a
then
bottle of water at me.
later, possibly a sword, because we do have a bunch of them from No Brand, and currently they're just not doing anything for us. But if they're incentive to come, it might help. So we'll open up floor for discussion on the first topic, which is 10% of Monarchy, or 10% of the current coffers, which would be about $90 to the Monarchy to use as a discretionary fund. Any insights or discussion or whatever?
I would like to clarify that 2 members of Monarchy vote on it,
Yes.
because you did not specify.
Sorry. 2 members of Monarchy vote and say, yes, we need to do this, or no, and if, because we have 5 members of total Monarchy, if they're outvoted at any point, it changes, and that's straightforward. Same rules as regular. The Monarch's vote would be the tiebreaker, but the Monarch has to vote first. So same rules as we have currently as for voting. Which notes on that? I will be voting as soon as this is done.
Does everybody? Okay, I'll go. Biko was up first.
Yes.
If I probably won't happen, but if the entire park disagreed with that, is there any way to override that?
We can put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Something.
if
Yeah.
one thing that I can tell you guys is if the entire park doesn't want to do something, I will not vote yes on it.
That's not fair to you to influence your vote like that. But
Yeah,
something
but-
in place where if 5 roommates were together and whatever,
Yeah.
not that it's happening right now, but just something in place so that if like it was not a good idea that the rest of the park they could override it.
So we put in that an emergency Althing may be called at any point in time with any 3 members to claim.
Something.
Okay.
Just a step
And the
in
Monarchy
place.
may not table it.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. It'd be an emergency. It'd be an emergency Althing vote that would be overruled of the Monarchy's decision. And if the park votes no, we don't want to do that, the money has to be put back in. Not necessarily the thing has to be returned or whatever, but the money has to be put back into the discretionary fund, which would be the coffers.
So
any
if-
money that's not used would go back to is part of the coffers.
If there is a disagreement, like if the Monarchy does something that the park doesn't like, can they take it? Like, there's other steps they can take it to Kingdom, can't they?
They can,
feasibly?
but we don't really need to.
Okay.
Kingdom can't influence the
Our
way
money,
that
no.
stuff works.
Okay.
But an Althing, I mean, honestly, if a Monarch
Hmm?
is doing
They
stuff
don't- yeah,
you
yeah.
really don't like,
Yep.
Althing ousted.
Okay.
That's totally a thing.
Okay.
It requires a 2/3 votes or something like that.
Okay.
You can call an all thing at basically at any time.
Any
You
dues
have no
paid player.
confidence in a
Yep.
monarch, or a monarch or other officer, you can call an all thing to vote on whether you want to remove them from office.
And you don't have to come up with anything like right now, but just
Yeah.
something in place as a fail-safe.
Right.
And then, not to put you on the spot.
That makes
just
sense.
something built
To
in.
have something that we have, the park still has the power on that.
Did-
Yeah.
So what I would like to say on as far as the 10%, I've mentioned before I'm looking into getting us a bank account.
Yes.
Once I actually get some real progress done on that phone tag installation, I would suggest that we keep the 10%
Out.
out of
Yeah.
the bank account. Basically, take it out at the beginning of every rain, and we put it in a little lockbox that
Yeah.
keep the entire coffers in, and have the PM hold on to that and basically treat it the way we
As
normally do.
we treat our coffers now.
The other suggestion that I have, no direct link debit cards to
Oh,
the bank
yes,
account.
none of that.
We don't
None of
need
that.
A
We're
Neverwinter
we're
situation.
working on getting a bank account because we're sitting on so much cash that it's dangerous.
Yes.
We'd like to have a bank account. We want to have it so it's at least 2 members signing. All members have to sign to transfer. 3 members sign.
We're gonna
But-
have 3 people on the account. Is what
3 people on the account. Okay.
3 people minimum.
So the 3 people need to be there to get it,
But
or 2 people need to do it.
3 people need to be there to put their names on the account to have access to it.
Right.
However, what we want to do is anytime anyone tries to take money in or take money out of it at
Yeah.
the very least, is have everyone whose name is on that account should be notified immediately.
Right, they should be notified, but we don't want to make it so that we have to have all 3 members at the bank to do it, because I know that certain other parks have run into that same problem of, well, we need the money out of the Monarch, out of the thing, but that person's on vacation.
That's why I'm going to. That's
One,
why I'm
yeah.
looking into stuff still.
Our
trying to
options.
get it figured out.
So that's a later vote, but that's something we're working on, is getting a bank account, so we're not sitting on cash, we're actually putting it in something.
I just want to make sure. Does everybody here know who all our members of Monarchy are?
They should be updated on the Facebook page.
Okay, because I know some people haven't been here. Perfect. So just making sure people know who they need
Current
to
Monarch
talk to.
is
You?
me,
Yep.
Regent is Tiff, Prime Minister is James for another 3 months. We have Stuart as our GMR and Balder as our champion. I think I hit everybody.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to know the rules better than all you guys.
Just to clarify on the video, I know we clarified this earlier, but receipts for
Yes.
the Monarchy Discretionary Fund, I
Yes.
just wanted to get that on video.
On the yeah. Receipts for anything and everything that have money.
Yeah.
The other suggestion I have would be, I know I said no debit card for the actual account, but for the Monarchy
Discretionary?
slush fund, have a debit card for that. That way, nobody's carrying cash.
That would be good. If we can get it, if we
It's
can
a
get it to
small
work
amount.
out. Yeah, it'd work out. Yeah, James.
I'd also, sorry.
I was going to say, could you set it up like a savings for the...
A savings and checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably can do that.
I'd also like to look into the idea of getting some type of square or something like that, so that we can
Oh,
accept money.
yeah. Okay,
People don't
Yes.
often carry cash anymore.
right.
And if they have a card and they need to give us money for something, I would like an easy way to go, okay, I've accepted
Here.
money from you,
Yeah.
so that way I don't have to mess around with PayPal.
PayPal.
And, PayPal money coming to me and then going to the coffers, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
like this, and it's complicated.
So
We we should look into like what service has the least amount of fee, because we don't.
Right.
Square is, I think it's like 3.4% of every swipe.
I
That's a
know
decent chunk.
there's an app called Cash App that allows for transfer, and if it's to a bank account, there's no fee. For transferring of money, and if you want it instantaneously, it's a 5% or something. It's a low number. It's not a lot. It's pretty easy. So we can easily transfer cash in and out if we need to. We'll look into different apps for that. Any more say on that part of the first section? No?
But can we do vote right away?
The vote will be over the week. These people that are not
Okay.
here. Cool. Yes.
Are we doing it online or Facebook?
Yes. It will be. We can actually set up a Google poll thing.
we can. Why don't we stick with messaging me for the moment?
Okay.
Until we have that.
That's set up?
Until we know what.
Yeah.
That
I'll play with that and get it set up. Second thing on the All thing was creation of Facebook, a business Facebook, and business Instagram, and a business Twitter for our park. Yeah.
What is our hashtag?
Hashtag iSaven, I think? I don't know if we have an official hashtag yet, but technically Facebook creates hashtags on the fly.
I like hashtag Vanilla Ice Haven Baby.
I was going to say Chocolate Thunder.
That would work.
Two different people.
Unfortunately, CC already has the best with Let's Get Weird.
Right. Mist has done this already. They have a Facebook advertising connected to the Instagram and Twitter, so it means any post put on any of them, blast it to all the rest of them, which is really convenient and awesome. And because they have all three connected, Facebook gives them $50 of advertising for free, which was really good. I think it's like 2 months or a month of advertisement on Facebook. So like it'll pop up with people within our area. That can also be another aspect of things we can put money into if we'd like to. If we're like, hey, we're hitting summer, we want to get more people, let's put $50 down and get a month of advertising and then be done with it. Yes.
And when it comes to spending money, while as the Prime Minister, the guy who holds on to money, all that stuff, it's kind of my job to try and make sure that we have funds in there. We can spend money.
We have money to
we
spend.
have almost $1,000.
We have more money than any other park
and
in the kingdom, as far as I know.
With the Kingdom.
Oh, sorry, no. CC's beating us because they have that Green Bay thing.
Prop
Kingdom
thing.
is looking at doing
hashtag
that Green
Rich's
Bay
Park.
thing.
Green Bay, which is another thing.
Oh, it's not.
If we
it's not a
want
thing
to,
yet. Never mind.
if we want to do, we'd have to ship people out to Green Bay, but we can go and run a booze cart for a little while and make 60% of the profits which is about $600 to $700
Yeah.
Or more.
or more. They make a ton of money.
I didn't-
It's
Yeah, it's the
actually
Packer game.
Yeah, 'cause that was
100% goes to the group that runs it,
Right.
and then
Some of it goes to the
25% or 30% is going to go to the kingdom.
yeah.
I didn't know that people drank in Green Bay.
Yeah, no, really
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't know that.
believe we are also able, if I remember
We'd have to
correctly,
jump on that now,
we
though.
can also keep all tips.
Yes.
All tips we get, we can keep, and we can choose what to do. We can put that into the park if we want to. So we can turn that $600 or whatever, or however much it ends up being, into a significant amount more.
Yeah.
This
It-
is a Packer game.
Yeah, it's a Packer game and we're running a booze cart.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were Packer fans in Green Bay.
No, really.
As we say, if we had, like, if we get involved in the Green Bay thing and start raising all that extra money, one thing that's top of my head, we might ask for a more active role in Dungeon Day and really help, like, make the props really
Right.
fast.
We need to not use the props in the current.
We
Does-
need to not do that at the moment, but we need to, yes, make more props.
I thought Dungeon Day moved.
Dungeon Day, I know 2 bids have moved locations. I know of another bid that I don't know where they're going, but most people are agreed Banbury is not our best option anymore. It is small.
too big.
It also causes lung problems. There's no way to get it clean, and due to the no projectiles, no poles of great length,
Yeah, it messes with a lot of people's
the
classes.
lighting itself sucks.
Yeah.
So it looks like a dungeon. It feels like a dungeon. It also causes cancer like a dungeon. So
Hey, they got rid of the asbestos.
Hashtag cancer like that dungeon.
Hashtag
they may have got rid of the asbestos, but the cement dust still has problems. So most likely Dungeon Day will not be happening at Banbury, but I know that both of them are happening close to Eau Claire. They still want to keep it near in the center of the kingdom, which with North Haven added is technically now where we hold GAC.
Yeah, Sparta's actually like dead center.
Dead center with all the centers. That will change and shift farther east if we take Tanaka's gift as well, which is the new Milwaukee Park. But currently, Ice Haven is still the seat. It doesn't look like they have plans of moving it at all. We are still the most active park at the center, and because we have Owen and Banbury and consistencies, they like us to be center. We're getting off topic. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Balder had recommended also a LinkedIn. That doesn't connect with the other ones.
LinkedIn it's employment. Really.
Right. And I don't think it has as much advertising or connections. Yes.
As I say, if we do that, which I don't think is a bad idea at all, we should be making sure that we have someone posting regularly, like
Right.
having our colors take pictures, finding other ways to be involved that allow us all to
Yes.
have an active presence.
Yes. With that decision of making them, we'd also have to say who's in charge of it. There's a good argument for the PM. There's a good argument for the Monarch. There's a good argument for a new position.
So with those Facebook pages, you can actually set different roles.
Yep.
So like you have the Monarchy be moderators, and then you can have whoever wants to do it be writers.
Right.
And then they have no power to affect other posts other than their own.
And we can also set it up so that it has to be run through a moderator first before
That's
it gets.
the best way to do
yeah.
it. Like that's how we do the AmpGuard page.
Yep.
Okay, our social media, is it for the park or Amfred as a whole?
Our park only.
Yeah.
We do
Okay.
not have rights to say AmpGuard as a whole because we're
And-
not the AIBOD.
That's
And
my
Am-
I was just making sure.
And AmpGuard has its own social, has a plethora of its own social media.
Okay, so with stuff like Twitter and Instagram and stuff, I know. Are we
You joke
gonna have
about the
multiple
guy
people
who's trying to
running these
get
accounts, or
AmpGuard?
just one person,
So
like whoever.
that would be the
wants
discussion.
to. Right.
Because it doesn't seem like anybody's against us making these pages. So the discussion would be who is in charge of them and how do they run. Because connecting the three means that any post on any of them will run to all of them. So we get a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram post every time anything is posted, which means you want to do a photo every single time because Instagram requires photos.
Yep.
Which basically would mean you're posting on Instagram as the primary, and the Facebook and the Twitter are the secondaries that are occurring because Instagram's got their stingy requirements. Yeah.
And you're taking the lead on that whole thing.
I can take the lead on it. So the argument for the Prime Minister doing it is because it technically involves money of advertising and file coordination. It is outreach, which is the Monarch's job, and it is a new thing that we'd be adding to the list of things, which could be a new position entirely. I'm willing to run it for the first time. We wanted to do this, and I'll take charge as Monarch, and we'll run that, and at the end of the 6 months, we can see how this goes, and if we want to make a new position for it, or if we want to just have the Monarch continue to use it.
Or the combination of the
I mean,
Yeah.
I like the idea of having the Monarchy as the mods.
Yeah.
They approve posts that literally anyone can write.
Right, and that would be so that anybody that wants to be a writer could be a writer. They just have to come to Monarch and be like, I'd like to be a writer for the page. We don't want to flood. We want to make sure that we have a consistency and such. We don't want to have like 12 posts in a week. We want
1 to 2 posts per day. Is
Right.
Standard.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the writers or the mods, does the Facebook page does that allow for posting under a different name than what the Facebook account is?
Yes. You actually post as
You
the
post as
Facebook
that page.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You do.
So
That
you
I
don't
can
post
verify.
Yes.
as the person
So you would-
posting as
Right.
Other
You would
people
post
admins.
as the Ice Haven thing. So it wouldn't be like James Keys posted this. It would be Ice Haven business or Ice Haven whatever
Something to notice
posted.
that also when you like posts, if you are a moderator, you need
Yeah.
to double check that because I run the Eau Claire Band's Facebook page, well, occasionally, and have done that more than once.
Yeah, it gives you a second option, so you can log in as either that Facebook page or a different or yours, and you can switch back and forth. So we just make sure that you are liking this. If you are liking stuff, you like it and post
As a
under
person
yours.
and not the page.
Right.
Otherwise
That's what
it's
the
just
moderator's for, so that you're not. The moderators are like making sure they're like, well, I don't think Ice Haven likes. I don't know, some sort of online
I've
thing.
Definitely like random pages as the Amcard page.
Yeah. Click. Yes. So we want to control that. We want to make sure it's under watch, and that we are putting out a good image. That's basically what we're doing. Is instead of having people jump straight to our page of, "Welcome to Ice Haven. Here's a conversation about swords," or let's see, what was the last post? A big pillow sword. Confusion, and like notification. This would be a more formal front, and we could do alerts and things like on it. So, hey, we're not at Owen today. We're at Banbury because it's raining. Come see us in here, and like have a photo attached, and maybe a geolocation because we can do that with Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Fantastic. Social media.
I'm for it.
So the discussion would be how we run that. I think the proposed idea sounds really good. Having the Monarchy as moderators, and then anybody that wants to write is the writer. If there are no writing people like taking up the thing to write, the Monarch is in charge of making posts.
This is unrelated to that discussion, just the whole thing in general. Would you mind writing a summary of what's like been finalized
Yes.
with the video?
Yes.
Because not everyone wants to watch what's probably going on 20-minute video now.
I normally break it up. I normally try to break it up. On to the third one. Possible changing name and heraldry. It would be a rebrand of some sort if we want to do it. If we don't want to do it, we just leave it. It's kind of we change our name, we have to go through some hoops to jump through legally, and we get to have a different name. If we want to change our heraldry, there's a lot of iconography that we have to change up. It's like we have images.
What?
It's going to be in the audio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's our current heraldry. We can change it, we can add to it if we want, or we can just leave it the way we have it. I know there was interest in a possible change, but
I don't want to change it because I don't want to change all. Well, you have like all these awesome tunics, and we'd have to change them. Unless we change it to this, and then I'm fine with it.
that's the old one.
That, okay, it's like the old one.
It's like the old one. It's not quite.
It's straight up the It's just a different color.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm against the idea of changing the heraldry, A, because of the tunics, and B, because I don't really see the reason. Yes, a lot of parks have been changing their heraldry to make it either cleaner, more professional, not look like the Rebel Alliance symbol.
Yep.
But ours is fairly professional, and
Yeah.
yes, I may sound biased because it's mine. But
It could-
personally, I don't see any issues with it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fairly easy to applicate.
Annoying, but easy.
I'm not a fan of our heraldry. I just don't like the look of it. I think it looks like something that should be on the side of a football helmet. But we have like awesome tunics that have it. We have an awesome
Yeah, I've been
banner that
called
has
Mystic
it.
several- not because
So
of this,
I
but, like,
would,
walking around. They're like, "Oh, you made tunics for Mystic." And it's like,
yeah. Oh God, that happens so much at No Brand.
which
But yeah, like
that might be not a rebrand, but just a modification of like adding a detail or changing a detail about it and being like, we go from red, or like this is blue, this is now red.
Here's the thing about having such a simple heraldry as we do.
We can
is
modify
that
it.
people can modify it whenever they
Yeah,
want.
like,
It doesn't have to be the official one. It doesn't have to be exactly that.
Like,
every time.
This blue on this
Yeah,
black.
if-
We're not running a fucking business.
If I ever get anything with our heraldry made, I'm probably going to get the Kraken variant from the Game of Thrones reign.
That was a cool
I
one.
freaking love that one. Yeah.
Kraken variant was pretty sick.
Why don't we could do like a red banner with like a gray vampire skull that's modeled after the Punisher
No.
Do
skull.
it. That is your heraldry.
Modify your personal heraldry as much as you want. Please don't make it the park herald.
No. Yeah.
But as for name, my only question is why.
Currently, Ice Haven and North Haven.
Oh, didn't they make their name second?
No.
We were
No.
here first. Hashtag.
We were in Polaris first. They were OG
Yeah.
around longer.
Yeah.
Kind of. They died for a few years.
They did, but they kept the name.
But they kept the name, but I still don't see that as a reason to change the name.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
We've been Ice Haven for almost a full decade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is kind of this is the name of this park. This is who we are.
And I'm not saying like, if we would change it, I'd say we keep it very similar to what we have. Just
The lust
Any
pits of
changes.
the demon army.
fuck no. Like
It could be Mithril Forest.
no,
No.
no. Mithril Forest will never be touched. Like Frozen Halls or some shit would be like, because we have Banbury and those are like halls.
We were gonna combine Ice Haven and Thrudheim. We're gonna be Iceheim.
No,
Or
This
not.
rolls
None
off
of
the
that.
tongue.
none of that will happen ever. Mithril Dawn. No.
Mithril Dawn.
Mithril Dawn. Mithril Forest. Mithril Forest and Thrudheim are both dead.
What happened to Thunder Cougar Falconhaven?
No.
The answer is no.
No. So
That
that
was
will be a vote if we want to change it at all. We're not going to start the process of doing that at all. We just have vote. That's it. Discussion, not on vote. What we want to look towards the future for it is rewarding people for coming to park. For new players, because old players we got shit. We got screwed. But the new players don't have that. So we gotta like get it to them, such as swords and shields and such. Ben and I talked about it earlier about making park shields. We have a ton of money. Ben has access to some circles. We make park shields. We take some money from the coffers, and we'd have loaner shields for parking. Reward process of getting somebody a sword after they come out for 10 times. They get the rule book and the sash the first time. They get a tabard on the 5th time, and we teach them how to make a T-tunic somewhere in between that time. Yeah.
So with the Ice Haven tunics, I know I've heard
Not
some,
this in special.
I know what I'm saying is I know I've heard some people who are interested in these tunics again.
Yeah.
I know there should be no expectation that they do this work
No.
again. However,
I still
these
like
are the
designs.
people to come
Yes.
talk to if you want to make a tunic off of
Also,
this
if we're gonna do another batch tunic like this that we have set up, I'd prefer we do it out of the coffers of the park,
yeah.
because you guys delved into a jump load of your own money to get this stuff done, and a lot of your own time. You did lose a bunch of money, and these are fucking awesome. If we're gonna do this again on this large scale, we want to encourage our crafters, not put them in the hole.
We could just do more tabards. Like I remember the Mithril or the Ice Haven tabards that Q created. That Zach still has one of, I think.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Those were really nice.
I was gonna say another idea, possibly like just off the top of my head, so it may or may not be a good idea. For the newcomers, like doing the rewards, yes, but instead of giving them like a tunic or a tabard or whatever, maybe giving them like the fabric,
Right.
and then like we'd be like, hey, come to ANS night, we'll help you pattern and make it.
Right.
That's what I was saying.
And that
So-
way they know the skills and they have the tunics, but they didn't have to pay for the fabric.
Do the same thing with the swords.
Right.
Yeah.
Construction kit.
So right now we're voting on if there should be a system, a reward system.
Yeah,
Can
kind
we
of.
hash out the details of it later? The first
Yeah.
time?
So
Next
essentially, do
time.
we want to put in forth? This is going to cost the park money. That's basically what this is saying. Is this is going to cost the park money to do, but it'll encourage people to keep coming back to our park. It'll also make our lives so much easier if we're doing the rule book thing, because that's one of the biggest problems we have new players in the field is they don't know the rule book. If we can hand them a physical rule book and not say I have to take that back at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it makes it so much easier. Also, rule books cost like maybe $3.
And the thing is, everybody's response
With
is
staples.
Everybody's response is, well, the rule book is online, but a lot of people read physical better than they read online. Like,
It's good to hand
yeah.
something to somebody.
Yeah.
Yep, start the whole thing over.
Nope, it just ran into its amount of data for the one video.
Uh,
So I'm not shoving like hundreds
So-
of games.
okay.
Alright.
Take two.
Alright. So like creating, like it's easy enough for the melee casters, but
Yeah.
I was thinking keeping it all based on just their first level abilities.
Yes.
And making sample spell lists for the various spellcasters.
Yeah.
Like first level spell lists, like here's like
3 for each of them because they
Yeah.
have 3 styles for the most part.
Yeah.
I'll help
Caster
people.
class is a basic of 3 styles.
I'll help whip up healers.
Okay, that's good.
I know a little bit about healing.
We have enough diversity and well-versed players in the game that we can just be like, this is what this is about. This is what this is about. We'll do this. So we'd be voting for putting forth money in the future to making our park more enticing to come back to. And encouraging members to come back. We don't want to hand them a sword right away. As enticing as it sounds that everybody comes up, gets a sword. It also costs a lot of money. We don't want to give everyone a sword with their...
$6 a sword.
Yeah, and we don't want to have $6 a sword where 50% of them are disappearing, because then we're not really getting back on our investment at all. Players are
kind of
invested.
construction kits over handing people things.
Yeah. Plus, I am a big supporter of making your own sword, because then you know where everything is on it and how to fix it when it breaks. 'Cause otherwise, like, there's plenty of players that break a sword and they go, "Well, I need to buy a new one." You throw that one, and you're like, "The foam!"
We'll give them a piece of canvas, a rope, and a knife. No, broken glass. They're gonna prove their
Nope.
prove their love of Garvin.
James.
This isn't necessarily this, but it's something I would like to bring up. Are there any cheap little like locating tag things that you can attach to keys in case they get lost?
Oh, are you talking about our key situation?
Yes, because
That would
you know
be
how many times
awesome.
I've had to make new keys.
Not that I know of. They're all fairly cheap. They're all fairly expensive. Cheap is not one of the things that the geolocators are known for. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to point out I've never
There are
lost
some
my
little
keys.
cheap tags or something that we could put on every single key, so
Right.
that you know
We know where it
someone
ended up.
can find it in their house.
The alternative is one that I suggested a while ago, is that after we're done for the winter,
The keys
all
go
the
back.
keys go to the PM.
So the dilemma we have with that is then the PM has to be present for any time that we need to go inside for rain or such.
But keep an eye on the weather and
Yeah.
give somebody a key.
So we'd have
That way the
we-
PM knows who has the key, and it's only
Right.
for a short amount of time.
so we'd have a distribution of keys during the winter of like 5 keys, and during the summer it'd be 2 keys.
We could also just do a key log. Like
That's currently what I've been trying to do. Is
Yeah.
whenever somebody hands off a key, please tell the Monarchy circle,
I have
like
keys.
in the but you haven't handed it to anybody.
No.
There shouldn't be anyone who's not Monarchy
Exactly.
who has a key for any length of time.
Right. And if that has to happen, the Monarchy chat that we've set up, you go, "Hey, this person has this key. I will message when I get it back." And then if that person does not message back that I got the key back at X time, the rest of the Monarchy can go, "The fuck is our key?"
Yeah.
Because it's like $4 a key, right? $6 a key.
It's not bad. It's like 10, I think it's usually like 10 bucks.
Well,
That's still annoying.
It's more an integrity thing. Like Banbury is letting us use this place, and we're losing their shit
For
on console.
free.
Yeah, for free.
Oh.
And if we're losing their shit, that's bad. That's just not cool.
It's a security.
Yeah, that's just not. It's not a good thing to do.
Keep that door
Yeah.
locked for a reason.
Yeah.
There are businesses that have no extra locking door to get into them from that location. So it's a security problem on our front and their front.
Yeah.
And if
all
we
around.
end up having to pay for a rekey, buy coffers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If we have to rekey that building, we are screwed.
Yeah.
I can tell you that as someone who works for a locksmith.
Yeah, no, it'll be really expensive if we have
The
to
locksmith
rekey.
they'll use or whatever will probably
Yeah.
be more expensive than what we do.
Which reminder, we cannot keep it unlocked. If one of the businesses decides to keep it unlocked,
Yeah.
that is up to them. We cannot keep it unlocked. So we are not the ones that can go like, click, it's unlocked, cool, let people in. No,
if there's
if
nobody
one of
else-
them do it,
Yeah. If there is a kingdom event, we have to have a doorman. We have to have somebody working gate, pretty much.
yep.
If the door is unlocked and there doesn't appear to be anyone else there other than us, we
Lock
should
it.
lock it again.
Yes.
Because we don't need anything that could get the owner upset with us.
Right.
Yeah.
We are free. We are literally its goodwill.
And
Yeah.
he's taken care of quite a number of issues for us. Like the times where the Theater Guild has expanded across the entire
Yeah.
space. He's taking care of that for us every time. We
We
can
have-
take care of locking a door.
Yeah.
We have lost some space since the beginning, but
We lost a lot of space at the beginning, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
we
happens.
lost-
our agreed space, we haven't lost that much. The only agreed spaces that we have lost is a little bit into our section from the third pillar. So it's not a ton of space, but it's still something you have to watch out for, and then we have to give it a buffer. So it's not bad, but I'd like to talk with the owner and see if we can get contracts going of like we would be allowed to use some of their stuff as long as we take photos, agree, and sign everything on that. I'll have to talk to her later, and that'll be a different discussion. But that'd be nice to be able to use some of their materials that they agree for, and like we could also assist in some of that. 'Cause if we're going to use some of their stuff, we might as well make some stuff that they can use if they'd like.
You missed it, Sander. We just voted we have to play peasant from now on.
It's only got
That-
a class sash.
That is all of it I have for the all thing. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring up for the all thing? Discussions.
The other thing I've kind of been working on is making No Brand independent entirely.
So
that
not-
No Brand would have their own BOD basically and their own funds, where that we wouldn't be borrowing,
Right.
several $100s from Ice Haven every year. Instead, we take the profits each year and reinvest it into our buffer room, so they would have their own coffers.
Right.
And then we could have a fancier buffer.
The only dilemma I come up with that, well, no, actually, that's fine. As long as the funding, like if they take a seed loan from us, essentially,
Yeah.
like they take a seed loan, as soon as they pay back that loan, everything else they make after that is theirs, which would be good because we have loaner weapons, which we can invest more money in to easily do, and just literally put money back into our coffers to take from the buy weapons and make more loaner weapons if we need. And then the loaner weapons will always make money because we are always selling them for a profit. Currently, we're selling them for a $4 profit, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
It's less
just
than
about.
it has been.
Yeah, because last time it was only like $5 per piece.
This
Yeah.
time we had some issues
Yeah.
with getting stuff in.
Yeah.
getting it
And-
ready.
But still,
That
$4 is profit.
That is the other thing I want to address. Whoever's running the No Brand buffer room, they are in charge of the budget.
Yeah.
End of story. They will handle all disbursements once they get money from the PM. That way, the PM is not having to fork out money to 8 different people.
Right. It'd be one person in charge of getting the money originally, and then that one person is in charge of that money. So the BOD, so the buffer room would be run by Ice Haven, but have their own funding council.
Yeah, basically
Right.
they would decide, the BOD who, at this time I'm thinking it would be made up of the people who have run it before.
Yeah.
Like the people who've autocrat before.
Right.
And then it would expand to like 6 members or
Yeah.
so, and then eventually move into voting for members.
Right. And that'd just be the running of the buffer room at no brand, which would make us look a lot more professional.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
It's like if we start folding the profits back into it, we can get banners for the buffer room, we can have an actual sign-in setup that doesn't involve using my laptop every year. Now I have a tablet, so we can use that. but-
hmm Using, we want to still promote Ice Haven, so it'd basically
Yeah,
be an
absolutely.
extension of Ice Haven through that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it would manage itself.
It would manage itself. So I like that plan. I think we will push forward with
Yeah,
that,
it's
and we
something to
vote.
explore.
I don't think there's any votes on it yet. It'd just be we start that process. When
Yeah.
no brand comes up, we start that process.
Actually, for No Brand, we're going to be starting getting everything planned out and ready to go the week after Q.
I like it. Good plan. Okay. So then that vote will come up. Well, we can set an all thing in advance to be like, we want to give the no brand sector of Ice Haven this amount of money.
Yeah.
And that will be their seed money. If they need more, they have to come back and request it.
Yeah.
Straightforward. Anything else? No? Okay, cool. We're good. We're done. There's nothing for court. We're done. Yay.
Wait, how do I turn this thing off?
This one.